Angel says, dear child, stop everything you're doing right now. You have only 30 minutes to prepare for what's coming. God has sent me with an urgent message that cannot wait. Someone is breaking the lock of your own house, and what this means will shake the foundations of your understanding. This isn't just any ordinary intrusion. This break-in has been divinely orchestrated, carefully timed, strategically allowed to happen at this exact moment in your life. The person who approaches your lock isn't who they appear to be on the surface. They are a divine messenger in disguise, sent to free you from a prison you don't even realize you've been living in. The divine realm is in emergency mode right now. Your guardian angels have been working frantically to align all circumstances for this liberation moment, but we need your conscious participation to fully receive its benefits. This situation is evolving rapidly, and every minute counts in your preparation. I can see this divine agent already approaching your spiritual house, already focused on the lock that has kept your true self contained for too long. The energy surrounding this moment is powerful, charged with divine purpose, focused entirely on your liberation. This person has been guided to your lock because the time for your freedom has finally arrived. Your life is about to become the center of a spiritual breakthrough that has been building beneath the surface for longer than you realize. What appears to be a sudden intrusion has actually been planned slowly, carefully, lovingly. God has not left you without warning or protection. Like this video and type 911 to receive God's emergency warning and divine protection. Angel says, dear child, now I must reveal the deeper significance of this divine lock breaking. With less than 25 minutes remaining, you need to understand exactly what's at stake so you can prepare properly. This lock on your house represents the walls you've built around your heart, the limitations you've accepted, the boundaries that once protected but now imprison your spirit. The divine messenger breaking this lock isn't destroying something valuable, they're removing an obstacle that has been preventing your true expansion for far too long. The spiritual realms have been observing how this lock has affected every aspect of your life. I can see how it has limited your relationships, restricted your opportunities, contained your spiritual gifts, and prevented your authentic voice from being heard in the world. This lock was once necessary for your protection, but it has outlived its purpose. God has shown me the perfect timing of this moment. Your soul has been crying out for freedom, sending prayers you didn't even realize you were praying. The divine has heard these unspoken yearnings and is responding with this orchestrated breakthrough that appears as an intrusion but is actually a rescue mission. What makes this moment particularly powerful is that the lock is being broken from the outside. You've tried to open it from within, you've struggled with the key, you've pushed against the door, but some locks can only be broken by divine intervention coming from an unexpected direction. But here's what fills me with joy, I can see the liberation that awaits you on the other side of this broken lock. The gifts that have been contained, the love that has been restricted, the purpose that has been muted, all about to flow freely into your life and the world. Like this video and type 222 to understand the divine purpose of this lock breaking. Angel says, dear child, with just 20 minutes remaining, I must reveal the full truth about what this lock has been keeping from you. God is allowing me to show you exactly what has been hidden behind this barrier in your spiritual house. The lock wasn't placed there by accident or coincidence. It was formed gradually through experiences of hurt, disappointment, and fear. Each painful moment added another layer to this lock, each betrayal strengthened its hold, each heartbreak reinforced its purpose. What began as protection slowly transformed into a prison. Behind this lock lies parts of yourself you've forgotten, dreams you once cherished, gifts you once expressed freely, joy you once experienced naturally. These treasures of your true nature have been sealed away, waiting for this divine moment of release. The person breaking your lock is simply the physical manifestation of a spiritual liberation that God has ordained for this exact time. God has shown me what you've been missing by living behind this lock. Opportunities have approached but couldn't enter. Relationships have knocked but couldn't reach you fully. Divine messages have been sent but were muffled by this barrier. Your own prayers have been limited by the very walls you built for safety. Your guardian angels have been working tirelessly to find the perfect divine agent for this lock-breaking mission. They've guided this person to your door, equipped them with exactly what's needed, prepared them for this sacred task of liberation. This isn't a random event but a carefully orchestrated divine intervention. The lock breaking has already begun in the spiritual realm. I can see cracks forming in the barrier, light beginning to stream through, freedom starting to flow into spaces long kept in darkness. Like this video and type 333 to accelerate this divine lock breaking. Angel says, dear child, with just 15 minutes remaining, we must activate your divine protection during this liberation process. This spiritual shield is being created specifically for this breakthrough moment, designed to ensure that only what serves your highest good enters through the broken lock. God has dispatched specialized guardian angels to your spiritual house. These are angels of discernment, angels of wisdom, angels of divine protection. They're positioning themselves around your space, creating a filter that ensures this liberation brings only blessing without overwhelming your system. I can see them weaving threads of purple and gold light around your home, creating a mesh of protective energy that will regulate what enters as the lock breaks open. This won't prevent the liberation from happening, that's already divinely decreed, but it will ensure the process unfolds at the perfect pace for your spiritual integration. Your guardian angel is strengthening your emotional center, infusing your heart with divine courage. This protection will help you remain stable when the rush of freedom might otherwise overwhelm you. It will help you process long-hidden feelings that might surface. It will help you recognize truth as it flows into spaces long protected by the lock. This divine shield has multiple layers. The outer layer transforms fear into curiosity. The middle layer converts overwhelm into manageable revelation. The inner layer translates liberation into practical steps forward. Together, they create a complete protection system for this sacred breaking open. As this shield activates, you might feel a subtle tingling throughout your body, a gentle expansion in your chest, a quiet excitement building in your spirit. These are signs that divine protection is taking effect, preparing you for what's about to happen. Like this video and type 444 to activate this divine protection shield. Angel says, dear child, with divine protection in place and only 10 minutes remaining, God is revealing the exact strategy you need to follow when your lock is finally broken. These divine instructions will guide your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions during this transformative liberation. First, you must embrace rather than resist this divine intrusion. Your initial reaction creates the pattern for everything that follows. Take 3 deep breaths when you sense the lock breaking, allowing your guardian angels to align your energy with divine acceptance. This openness isn't vulnerability, it's spiritual wisdom that creates space for true liberation. When the lock breaks and light begins flooding in, notice what emerges first. God's angels will be highlighting specific memories, gifts, or truths that are most important for your immediate healing. Pay close attention to what naturally draws your attention. These attractions are divine guidance pointing toward your next steps. There are specific reactions you should avoid in this moment. Don't immediately try to replace the lock with new barriers. Don't retreat further into remaining safe spaces. Don't judge what's been hidden as good or bad. Instead, simply witness what emerges with compassion, allowing each revealed aspect of yourself to be seen without judgment. Most importantly, do not rush this process of revelation and integration. Request time from the divine realm to properly absorb each gift that returns to you. This creates a critical buffer zone where genuine healing can occur naturally. Any urgency to quickly organize or categorize what emerges is a sign that you're trying to create new locks. Like this video and type 555 to receive this divine strategy. Angel says, dear child, with just 5 minutes remaining, God is revealing how your liberation will unfold over time once the lock is broken. What begins today will initiate a sacred timeline of healing, integration, and expansion that serves your highest calling. The divine light of freedom is already illuminating the path ahead. I can see it marking significant moments of revelation, highlighting opportunities for integration, outlining the journey from initial breakthrough to complete liberation. This timeline isn't random but carefully crafted for your specific spiritual growth. Your guardian angels are preparing divine appointments along this path. I can see them arranging for exactly the right people to enter at precise moments, creating specific circumstances that support your expansion, ensuring proper resources appear exactly when needed for each stage of your journey. God wants you to know that this liberation process follows divine timing, not human expectations. The initial breaking of the lock is just the beginning. What follows is a sacred unfolding that cannot be rushed but also cannot be stopped. Each revelation builds upon the previous one, each healing creates space for deeper restoration. I can see divine light surrounding specific dates in your near future, moments when key aspects of yourself will return, when important gifts will reactivate, when significant relationships will transform through your newfound openness. These dates are already marked in the spiritual calendar, already being prepared as moments of divine reunion with your authentic self. Like this video and type 666 to accelerate this divine timeline. Angel says, dear child, with just 2 minutes remaining before your lock is broken, God is revealing how this liberation will transform into unexpected blessings throughout your life. What begins as a seemingly disruptive breaking in will ultimately create openings for profound positive change. I can see divine energy already beginning to reshape the trajectory of your path. What was once limitation is becoming invitation. What was once restriction is transforming into expansion. What was once fear is converting into courage. The very space that held you captive is being transfigured into the foundation for unprecedented freedom. This transformation won't happen instantly, it will unfold in sacred stages, each revealing another dimension of blessing. The initial breaking creates the opening. The middle process reveals what's been waiting. The final integration establishes a new way of being that wasn't possible before this divine intervention. Your guardian angels are already weaving strands of blessing throughout your future. I can see them creating connections to communities that will celebrate your authentic gifts, pathways to opportunities that will honor your true calling, openings to relationships that will cherish your genuine heart. The divine realm specializes in turning broken locks into doorways of possibility, dismantled barriers into foundations for growth, removed restrictions into invitations to expand. This lock breaking, though initially alarming, has already been designated for this kind of spiritual transfiguration. Like this video and type 777 to magnify these divine blessings. Angel says, dear child, as the lock of your house finally breaks, God is ensuring that divine justice is being served through your complete liberation. This isn't about punishment or retribution, it's about restoring you to the freedom that has always been your divine birthright. Heavenly justice looks different than human understanding. It sees the invisible locks that have bound you, recognizes the true cost of your spiritual confinement, and addresses the root causes rather than just symptoms. Your guardian angels are implementing this deeper justice by orchestrating this breaking open moment. I can see the ripples of liberation already spreading through every dimension of your life. What appears as a single lock being broken is actually initiating a comprehensive release. Relationships will experience new authenticity. Work will align more closely with purpose. Creativity will flow with renewed vigor. Spiritual connection will deepen naturally. God wants you to understand that this liberation includes healing for every aspect of yourself. Parts that have been hidden will be restored to wholeness. Gifts that have been dormant will reawaken. Wounds that created the need for locks will finally receive the light needed for complete healing. Feel the divine light surrounding you completely as this lock finally breaks open. Your guardian angels have created a permanent pathway of freedom for your spirit, a sacred channel where authentic living becomes your natural state. This liberation doesn't create vulnerability but establishes true security through divine connection. Like this video and type 888 to seal this complete divine liberation.